Hi there, folks. Just went out mud fossil hunting today. It was raining, which is quite a good thing because it stirs the ground up a little bit and you can find these things. And I had a few good finds today. First one is this one here. It's the head of a creature of some sort. You can see the eye in there with the slitted pupil and the mouth here, and possibly remnants of an eye on the other side. And that's where its teeth would have been. So it's quite a nice little one, that. And this is what the rest of the stone looks like. Or we have, well, that's interesting. Looks like the underneath of a great white shark, but there's the mouth. But yeah, here we go. That's the eye area and the mouth of this once creature. Next one I found today is this. It's quite nice. In fact, it's very nice stone, this one. As you can see, an eye in there, and the ear area coming up here down to the snout coming underneath. And I'll show you this. May have been also used as a hand axe. There's a very sharp point on it, but it's definitely the shape of some kind of a head with a small fox or dog or something. The eye, the ear coming around. Zoom in on the eye there a bit in there. The other interesting one I found is this one here is a really strange one. You can't make this one's quite difficult to make out, but it's definitely got some features on it, as you can see. Trying to figure out where. Probably the best angle to view it is that the eye here, with the mouth area coming under here and up to some ears there, some sort of creature. There's the eye and the nose coming down. There's the mouth. Yeah, all these I found today in about a space of about an hour. This one here, quite a strange looking one. As you can see, it's difficult to make out what this may have been, but I believe the eye is up here on it. You may have had some sort of little horn coming down to the face and the teeth area, and there's a fang that's left. The next one I found was a small mammoth or elephant effigy, which I found quite a few of these. There we have the top or body of the mammoth or elephant with the trunk coming down here underneath. And the other interesting thing about this one as an effigy is when you turn it this way, you have a side profile of a face. The face is in here, there's the eye coming down with the face, and it's got white hair coming down into a lock here, like as you can see, sort of like, there's the hair flowing down, framing the face, coming down into a lock there. So I'll put that a bit closer. And they've taken the time out to try and score in some features. That's what it looks like on there. So this way you have the elephant or mammoth. There is the eye etched into it, and this is an effigy and not a real mud fossil. The trunk, and then up this way you have the being with the hair framing it, like a woman with the hairline coming down here into this kind of piece of hair coming down there. Next one I had was this strange looking thing. This is a very strange one. It's got two eyes on it. One eye there, a nose with nostrils, and some sort of ear. It may have been crushed up, it may have been some small creature. There's one of its eyes, you can even make out a slitted pupil. And there's the other eye inside, it's hollow. And that looks like an ear or something like that. So I found that today with these, and this one here is a strange looking thing. On the side, I think this may be an effigy. You've got cut out of a head there, so there's a nose coming down, mouth, and there's the eye in there. It's like a side profile again with a hair on top of it. And if you turn it around, you have another side profile. There's the hairdo with all the hair pieces coming down there, and there's the eye and everything. Another side profile. And if you turn it this way, you have some kind of buffalo effigy. There's the humped back of the buffalo coming down the head, and the eye area in there, and there's the legs, and the shaggy coat. And there's the tail back here. Let's see what it looks like around here. See if we can find any more shapes or faces on it. Right. The next one I have here is quite an interesting one. If I can find the right part of it. Oh yeah, I reckon this is may have been once a snake, a snake's head, because I can just make out the outline of the mouth area and the eye area. It's very difficult to see this unless you're in the flesh for what it is, but yeah, it might not be anything. Here we get a better view here of an eye going around to the mouth area of the snake here. And there's the top of it. Going around. And this one, again, this might be quite difficult to make out, but I think this was the head of a small crocodile creature. You know those crocodiles with the noses that come right out? That's what it looks like, the eye here. And this is the nose, mouth area of it. I can't remember what those crocodiles are called, that's it from the side. And there's an eye coming down, there's the long nose and snout, that's where the mouth would be. But when it's wet, you can really make out that feature a lot better. The other one I found was this one here. It's quite interesting. I made out some features on this, but it's difficult to see them here. Some sort of foxy shape. There's an eye there, an eye. It might be an effigy, and an ear coming up here. That's still quite a nice piece of stone. Next I have here, this one here, this strange one here. There we go. That's one side of it, and then the other side of it, maybe a horse head effigy. There's the ear, there's the eye area, and these may have been chipped out by the post-flood or pre-flood peoples. I would say the post-flood peoples. What else did I find? Just one or two more interesting ones I found today. If I can get the right view on them. There's this one here, I believe is an effigy of something or other, because it has an eye cut in it, scored into it. So I don't know what it would represent. So, and this one here, this is a huge chunk of flint, but it's quite interesting. I'm really not so sure what this may have been. So if we hold it here, we have some sort of potential eye, and yeah, I saw a shape in it earlier. If I can make it out. So we got, yeah, there. I'm still going to work on this. But if you turn it around here, it's like some kind of a dog with a nose coming out and an eye. But this is a real hunk of flint. But I cannot make out quite what it could be. So I'm going to have to, I've just cleaned it up, so I'm going to have to examine it further to see if it is an effigy or a mud fossil. But, alright, where are we? It's, yeah. So it's got. It's one of those ones you can play around with in the half light and see lots of different faces on it. Anyway, thanks for watching.